Hello from Rebel ScumCon. Today is Friday, August 7th. It was day one of the convention, and I did not record a single thing because I got way too overwhelmed. I was walking around with my camera in my hand all day, and I had no idea what was going on or where I was going, and I just could not bring myself to film anything. The good news is we've got 2 con days left, and I will know my way around at least by the end of this. So, welcome to the vlog. Today really was just walking around the floor and looking at all the vendors and the artist alley stuff. I picked up a couple things. Very excited about this bag that I got from Handspins. Also picked up a few toy items, like vintage stuff. Most importantly, I got this little guy from Grant Admiral Thrawn. Like, nicest guy ever. I'm so happy with this. Tomorrow is the longest con day. There's a lot going on tomorrow, which I think will honestly be better for me because there was a lot of time today where I was just sitting around or standing around, not really sure what to do or where to go. We've got the Acolyte panel and the Mall Shadow Lord panel tomorrow, both being hosted by Will and Grayson, or Will and Grayson are on the Acolyte panel, just Will is on the Mall Shadow Lord panel. Some creator panels are also tomorrow, which I'm really excited about, and probably the reason that I'm at this con right now is to meet Manny Jacinto, and that is tomorrow. Tomorrow's the only day he's going to be at the con, and I'm a little bit nervous about that. I got a signature and selfie bundle for him, so I'm going to have him sign the cover of the Acolyte visual guide, and I'm gonna take a picture with him, and I am so excited. I'm extremely nervous, but I think that I will be a little bit less overwhelmed tomorrow because I know where I'm going to be going, which is good. Although I feel like the crowd for tomorrow is gonna be crazy, but hopefully we'll be fine. I know there's stuff going on tonight, but honestly, I cannot bring myself to do anything else today. That is kind of the crux of having a very small social battery, but still wanting to go to events like this, is that a lot of the time I'm not gonna do the after hours stuff because I just physically can't bring myself to do it. But we are having fun. We're probably going to chill in the room for the rest of the night. So I will check back in with you in the morning when I am getting ready in my Hut Slayer Leia outfit. I'm so excited. Good morning. It is the start of day 2 for Rebel ScumCon. I woke up a couple hours ago and went to go get breakfast, and now I am in the process of getting ready. Today is Hut Slayer Leia look day, and I'm a little bit nervous to put everything on. I haven't tried it all on together yet, and I probably should have before I left, but here we are now, so hopefully everything looks good together. I'm confident that it'll all look good and that I will be able to affix it all to my body, at least for a couple hours. It is currently 9:08 and we can't go in until 11. I think we are going to try to get there right at 11 though. Today is the only day that Manny Jacinto is going to be there, and if the lines are anything like they were yesterday, it is going to be a ridiculously long wait, and I would like to get that out of the way this morning before I have like panels and stuff in the afternoon. So we're going to try to knock that out ASAP. I'm also going to be alone for most of the day. Katie is meeting one of their friends who lives in the area, so we'll see how I get along on my own. My goal for today, besides just living and thriving, is to get more pictures with the people that I meet. I met so many people yesterday that I was so excited to see, and I just always feel so weird about asking people to take pictures. All right, we are currently on our way over to the venue. We're a little tiny bit early, but I think with the walk, we'll make it there just in time. Katie's wearing the cutest dress of all time today. I got Leia on. I got really overwhelmed putting it on, so I did not walk you through it, but I am pinned in here, hopefully enough that it doesn't fall off, but we'll see. Okay, small update. I was in line for Manny for literally 2 hours. I got there at like 11 something, and they immediately kicked me out of line and said that there were too many people, and then I went back at 11:30 and they said there were still too many people, so I had to keep going back and back and back, and then eventually I got in line, and then it took another hour to get through, but we did it. We made it through. The semi-good news is that it backed me up basically right to the panel, so I'm now in line to get to the Acolyte panel, and I guess I'm going to stand in this line for a half hour, so I'll check in when I get in there.
This is weird. That you're like looking down on. I know.
I am starting to feel a little overstimulated, I'll be honest. This amount of hair tugging on my head is driving me a little bit crazy, but we're going to persevere. The Acolyte panel was incredible. Will and Grayson did such a good job. And now that I've been to that, I don't have a ton to do until like 6 p.m. tonight when the Mall Shadow Lord panel is. I think I'm going to go upstairs in a couple minutes and see what's happening in panel room B. But for right now, I ran into the Twin Suns podcast. They were very kind and gave me a couple of these Star Wars Unlimited packs, so I felt like we could do a little unboxing right now and see what we get. Please ignore that my arm is turning a little green. I realized a little bit too late I should not have spray painted the underside of this cuff. First card, Do or Do Not with Yoda. That is so cute. J-type Nubian Starship. And Gunji with this really cool hollow pattern. That is so cute. I would also like to note I'm doing this like right across from the Star Wars Unlimited section. I think they're doing a tournament right now. I'm not sure if they're doing free play or not. I brought my cards with me today, like my playable deck, and I've been too nervous to go in there. So we'll see if I actually work up the nerve to do that. Next one here, we've got Ferrix Uprising. That's really cool. Grassroots Resistance. Oh, and another Ferrix Uprising, and again, a really cool hollow pattern. Malakili with the Rancor. How cute. Whoa, Mace Windu. That's a really cool one. Wow, Acolyte at the Beyond. That is a really cool card. Bale, are you kidding? I love him. Oh my god, Katie's gonna be psyched. We got Bo-Katan, and our last one is Lurking Snub Fighter. How cool! Shout out again to the Twin Suns podcast for giving me these packs. It was so nice of them. I'm gonna chill here for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna head upstairs, so I will check in a little bit later. Good morning. I ended abruptly yesterday, but we are back for day 3. Today's the last day. It's Sunday. Honestly, not a whole lot going on today. We're gonna walk the vendor floor one last time for sure and get in any last purchases we want to do.
As a surprise, the Daughters of the Galaxy came, so Satine's voice actress is here, and I'm going to get her autograph today. That's my goal.
Other than that, we're kind of just chilling. Excited for our last day. Of course, we got Rhoda with me in the back here.
This is easy. What in the world? What have you done? I'm going to get like Empire as my last one.
It is 1:30. We just left the Beyond the Dune Sea panel. It was a lot of fun. They did like blind rankings with people in the audience. We walked around for a little bit and now we are chilling out. I was going to go into the Star Wars Unlimited section. I'm a little scared, and there's also, it looks like everyone's already paired up in there, so it's fine. We're currently waiting for another panel about the gore, which is going to be really fun. And then for the rest of the day, we kind of had nothing planned. Closing ceremonies is at 6, so I guess after we're done with that last panel, we'll probably just go walk the floor one more time, and then we're kind of done. Just sad, but that's where we're at. Small update, we in fact did not end up going to that panel, and instead we are shopping. We have found some really good stuff. I love looking through all like the little toy areas that are here, because if we're being honest, that's what we're in it for. Surprise, we're back at the room. We were planning on going to 2 separate panels and ended up not going to either of them. We did go walk the floor one more time to shop, and then we decided to just go. It was at that point we were gonna try to stay till closing ceremonies, but that would have been another 2 hours. So we decided to go ahead and call it. We needed to come back here and pack anyways. We did get a bunch of cool stuff on our way out though. So many people were just tossing freebies at us. A lot of them I have already put away, but what I haven't is like the coolest patch I've ever seen. I can't believe someone just randomly handed this to us for free. Like, look how sick that is. Katie and I picked up a ton of Star Wars Unlimited / Topps cards. These are all Katie's, but this one I think is my favorite of the one they picked up. So cool. And probably most importantly for me, I finally found the Tauntaun hat. The full haul video is definitely going to be up on my short forms by the time this is out. So if you want to see everything I got, I will link it somewhere. We are going to get dinner. Right now, we are packing. We got most of our stuff together at this point. Honestly, very happy with how much or how little we got this time, just space-wise, because I don't think I'm going to have a problem repacking, which is always a problem when we go on trips like this. I feel like I get so much, not necessarily so much stuff, but so many big, bulky items that I always have such a hard time packing. While we're here, though, I do want to take a quick second and shout out everyone that I met today and yesterday and the day before that. It is seriously so nice being able to meet people in person and seeing faces behind accounts that I've followed for so long, or seeing people that have followed me and like telling me that they enjoy watching my videos. That was honestly something I was not expecting from this. I had quite a few people come up to me and talk to me about my stuff, and that was just like so insane. So many people that I was able to meet this weekend, either for the first time or for the first time in person, and being able to like sit down and have conversations with them were so nice, and it was just so much fun. I can definitely see Rebel Scum Con becoming a mainstay in my yearly rotation, if for nothing more than to be able to see my internet friends once a year. We'll do a full wrap up in a minute. I need to go get something to eat right now. That was a much needed food break. And now, very sadly, we have to wrap this up. I know I said this at least 3 seconds ago, but I am seriously so happy right now. I had such an amazing time at this event. I won't lie, I was a little bit nervous. I had no idea what to expect. This is only my third convention, second bigger convention, and I was really nervous about what was going to be here, like how big everything was going to be, if anyone would want to speak to me in person. And basically from the minute I got in here, all of those worries were completely satiated. Everyone was so incredibly kind. I was able to meet a couple of the guys who put on Rebel Scum Con, and they were all super nice. All of the vendors I had really great experiences with, especially the people in the artist alley. It was just such an amazing experience to be surrounded by so many people who love Star Wars just as much as I do, and who love it in a positive way. There wasn't a single person I met this weekend who gave off the vibe that they were one of those fans who are putting people down just because they like the sequels or they like Andor or The Acolyte or what have you. And it's refreshing to see such a variety of fans, whether that be older people, and there are a ton of children there as well, all coming together to celebrate our love for this franchise. It was just so fun and refreshing, and definitely overwhelming at times, but overall 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. You absolutely need to be here. Unfortunately, that is going to do it for this vlog. I am not good at vlogging, and I don't think that I did a great job updating you guys throughout the weekend, but nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed. I am trying to get better about vlogging. I just need to practice more, and that's what this is kind of serving as. I need to get better about taking out my camera and actually pressing record regardless of what I'm doing. If you want to find me on short forms, all the links will be in the description, and I think that we've done everything that we could possibly do here, very sadly. So I will see you in the next one. Bye!